We are saying if you were a better Christian, you shouldn't feel that way. Welcome to the Christian Expats. My name is Stella.
And I'm Casey. This is the second part of our conversation about spiritual bypassing. In the first video, we defined what is spiritual bypassing and shared some relatable statements of it in our Christian life. So be sure to go and check it out. In this part, we will talk about the why of spiritual bypassing. Why do Christians do spiritual bypassing? Why we don't deal with our emotions?
Reason number 1, we think that negative emotions are sin. Many of us Christians believe that anger, worry, fear are sins to be avoided. We think that they indicate something wrong with our spiritual life. Most of the time, our negative emotions are just initial response to genuine pain, trauma, grief, sorrow, or tragedy. This initial negative response is not sin. As the Bible says in Ephesians chapter 4 verse 26, be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger. It didn't say that do not be angry because it is sin, but it said be angry and do not sin. This response are only being honest, genuine, and authentic. So long as we only allow these emotions to remain temporary and do not allow them to become permanent negative mindset and a permanent negative way of life.
That's right.
Hey, if you're getting value out of this video, would you hit the like button? We do faith conversations like this one, so if you're new here, consider subscribing. Let's move on to the next point.
The second reason why we do spiritual bypassing is we try to cover our weaknesses. The pressure to present an image of ourselves as strong and spiritually together hovers over most of us. We forget that none of us is perfect and that we are all sinners. The Bible does not spin the flaws and weaknesses of its heroes. Let's not forget that Moses was a murderer, Hosea's wife was a prostitute, Peter rebuked God, Jonah was a racist, Noah got drunk, Jacob was a liar, John Mark deserted Paul, Elijah burned out, Jeremiah got depressed and even suicidal, and Thomas doubted. And all these people send the same message, that every human being on earth, regardless of their gifts and strengths, is weak, vulnerable, and therefore dependent on God and others.
And the third and last reason is we think that we need to give a solution to a problem or fix the person. We were taught that it is our responsibility to correct people in error or in sin, and to always counsel people that are mixed up spiritually. So instead of entering into the pain of a hurting soul with compassion, humility, and the gift of loving presence, we minimize, spiritualize, and make faulty assumptions. In effect, we are wounding the already wounded. We are saying if you were a better Christian, you shouldn't feel that way.
We become the very people Jesus rebuked when he said in Matthew 23 verse 4, they tie up heavy burdens, hard to bear, and lay them on people's shoulders, but they themselves are not willing to move them with their finger.
Ay! Naalala mo si ano? Yeah.
No, she just remembered one of our friends, and I'm sure she'll be watching this video. Like it was a year ago when she shared to me that she's been so down for so long, for a couple of months. And I've asked her, why aren't you sharing this, like, not to me, but I was just asking her, why aren't you sharing this? And this is what she said. Because she tried sharing, and the response that she got is like, no, you shouldn't be feeling that way. A Christian shouldn't be experiencing such emotions. A good Christian shouldn't be feeling such struggles. So, hearing this response discouraged her in sharing more of what she's feeling inside. And what she did is she just buried them and just decided not to share anymore, which was not really helpful for her.
To sum this all up, bypassing our emotions is not recommended by scriptures. Jesus welcomes the beat up, downcast, even doubting souls he encounters. He does not excel them. So let us not excel our emotions too. They are telling something about ourselves and our experiences. In life and work, getting to the heart of vulnerability is a holy ground. Jesus is never closer than when we really get honest with what we really feel. You can't heal what you don't acknowledge. You can't transform what you've pretended doesn't exist.
Of course, we don't want to be ruled by our emotions, but there's a healthy way of setting boundaries when we're struggling with our emotions. And please hear me when I say that emotions are not the enemy. Anger, sadness, guilt, fear, and even shame are just cues. They need our attention, compassion, and understanding, not sounding spiritual cliche.
So, question of the day. Which of the 3 reasons resonates with you the most? Let us know in the comment section below.
So if you want to know more about this topic, we'll link it in the YouTube card and in the description box below. So be sure to check it out.
So thank you, and we'll see you on the next video.
Bye! Lokohan na
Yeah,
to.
hit the like button. Smash it. Smash the like button if you can relate. Okay, gently hit the like button if you can relate. Okay na, tama na. Gently.